Good day, I'm Carrie Ann Smith and this is your JIS News for Thursday, March 1. Justice Brian Sykes has been confirmed as the Chief Justice of Jamaica. The appointment takes effect today, and Justice Sykes received his instrument of office by Governor General Sir Patrick Allen at King's House this morning. Mr. Sykes had been serving as the acting Chief Justice since February 1 upon the retirement of Justice Zayla McCullough. At the time, Prime Minister Andrew Holness had indicated that the acting appointment would be a temporary measure, and he today expressed confidence in Justice Sykes.
I am confident that the Honorable Justice Brian Sykes will discharge his functions with honor, integrity, and distinction. I am confident that under his leadership, there will be a transformation of Jamaica's justice system.
For his part, Justice Sykes says he is fully aware of the duties that lie ahead.
So to be the head of the country's judiciary is an awesome, and some would say foreboding responsibility. And it is not one that I take lightly. As I inherit this mantle from my predecessor, immediate and predecessors past, I must say that I am under no illusion about what is expected of me and our legal system.
Finance Minister Audley says government's debt management program is proving effective as public debt servicing has been reduced to below 40% of the national budget.
37.4%. And this is significant because we all remember the days in both governments when we had debt servicing in excess of 60%. At one stage as high as 65%.
Minister Shaw was in Parliament on Wednesday addressing the Standing Finance Committee, which is reviewing the 2018-2019 estimates of expenditure. He attributed the reduced debt service payments to the lower levels of debt maturing in the new financial year, such as the early redemption of bonds undertaken through the liability management operations of fiscal years 2016-17 and 2017-18. The Finance Minister explained that the total provision for debt servicing was $289 billion, or 37.4% of the overall expenditure budget, including amortization.
This comprises $137 billion in interest payments and $152 billion in principal payments. This represents a significantly lower level of payments, 23.7% lower than the $378.6 billion in debt service payments estimated for this fiscal year 17-18, which we're wrapping up now.
Jamaica is closely examining countries on the 2017 Digital Evolution Index for best practices in the implementation of the National Identification System, NIDS. This according to NIDS Program Director Warren Vernon. The 2017 Digital Evolution Index tracks the progress made by countries in developing their digital economies and integrating connectivity among their citizens. Mr. Vernon says countries being looked at are Singapore, Israel, and Estonia.
Estonia, there has never been a breach with their system, and is a similarity with us in terms of starting from zero and building out, an infrastructure supported by services for the people.
Mr. Vernon was speaking with the JIS News following a panel discussion with former President of Estonia, Toomas Hendrik Ilves. Providing an update on NIDS, Mr. Vernon said stage 2 of the bidding process for the software to be used was underway. He added that government was moving ahead to enact the policy framework, such as the National Identification Registration Authority. First phase registration on the NIDS is slated to begin with a pilot in September 2018 and proceed to a national rollout in 2019. National Security Minister Robert Montego has challenged the Jamaica Combined Cadet Force to double its membership numbers over the next 12 months. At a function this morning, the minister argued that many young persons are enticed into joining criminal gangs as they seek to make attachments that may not be readily available at home. He asserted that the Jamaica Combined Cadet Force, JCCF, could and should serve as a vehicle for these young people to form positive attachments.
And the Jamaica Combined Cadet Force is one of the official institutions of government that is supposed to intervene so that we can save a lot of our youngsters from a life of criminality. So therefore I am putting the officers on notice that we're going to have to change gear, and we're going to have to change gear fast. We are starting an aggressive program to save our young people.
There are 94 cadet units across the island, serving approximately 2,600 cadets. The minister's call to increase those numbers came during a ceremony where he presented the force with a new vehicle to support its work. He promised additional support to aid the work of the Jamaica Combined Cadet Force, while revealing that the State Minister Pernell Charles Jr. would be rolling out a program to engage the cadet alumni in the change process. Government has set aside $55.5 million to continue the social and economic inclusion of persons with disabilities project in the 2018-2019 fiscal year. The project, which began in August 2013, is a partnership between the Ministry of Labour and Social Security and the International Bank for Reconstruction and Development, IBRD. The funds will go towards buying and implementing a management information system and acquiring additional assistive aids. Parenting workshops will also be delivered to parents with disabilities, speech and rehabilitative physiotherapy sessions conducted, and communication campaigns and skills training organized for persons with disabilities. The program will conclude in August 2018. And finally, the Ministry of Culture will be distributing 25,000 culture passports to students to expose them to their rich Jamaican culture and heritage. Students who possess culture passports can visit museums, galleries, and theaters and experience special cultural performances free of cost or at reduced rates.
Because of course, if it is that we want to get the information out so that Jamaica can achieve its full potential, we have to start with the young ones so that when they get older, having understood the national heritage, understand the national culture, then they'll therefore be in a position to move us forward.
The Permanent Secretary was speaking on behalf of the Culture Minister at last Friday's Jamaica Day celebrations. The Culture Passport program is a partnership between the Culture and Education Ministries. It is being financed by the Chase Fund. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Carrie Ann Smith. Thanks for watching.